How motivated, how hungry are you to get back in the league?
Um, I'm beyond motivated. I think, and it's not motivated by anything else but just the love of the game. Like I love the game so much that I'm gonna really do whatever it takes to get back to where I truly believe I belong and where I deserve to be. Like I just want another chance while being healthy. That's all I want. Another chance while being healthy. And I know at some point, a team's gonna call and it's gonna give me that chance and I'm gonna take full advantage of it and run with it. And I have no ego. I have no pride. I'm a competitor. I'm a winner. And I can still play the game at a high level if given the opportunity to. But again, I just want to be a part of a team. I just want to be a part of something. I want to be able to impact something. And I truly believe, I truly have the utmost faith that I know at some point, my opportunity will come and I'm going to take full advantage of it and I'm going to run with it. Because I never cheated the game, not once. And I know it's going to come back around. And when it does, I'm going to just have a smile on my face and I'm going to just keep pushing and, keep inspiring the world around me because that's what it's really about.
How does your hip feel on a day-to-day compared to how it was pre-procedure?
Day-to-day it's night and day. Like it's the total opposite. I mean, for 3 years straight, I was in pain each and every day. Like not just, basketball pain and going to the gym to work out or play. Like every day, all day, I was just in constant pain. So, when I got the procedure last May 2020, it changed my life. Like it changed my everyday life. Obviously, it changed, how I play the game of basketball, which I never thought in my lifetime, again, I would be able to play pain-free again. That's how bad, my hip was. But it was the best decision I probably ever made in my life to, be able to fix my hip and to be able to just be pain-free in life, not just basketball. Like basketball is the cherry on top, but pain-free in life. I can play with my kids. I can do anything that I did, pre-injury. And like I just said before, honestly, I never thought that would happen again. And for that to be able to happen, that's a blessing from God. And I'm just excited. That's why I always tell people, no matter how long it takes, I'm gonna just keep going because, I never pictured myself being able to play again and feel like I did, in 2017 and before that.
How close were you to signing with the Lakers?
I was very close. Like I really believe if the Rondo buyout didn't happen, I would have been a Laker. And all respect to Rondo and respect to the Lakers organization, but I was around those guys a little bit. I was able to work out with Bron and Westbrook, so they seen me in my element and they seen me back to the person I am. So, things happen. I can't control that, but I was very close to signing with the Lakers, and that would probably been a really good opportunity to be able to, play with such great players and to be able to learn from them great players and be around, be in an organization like the Lakers again. That would have been super dope. But, it didn't happen and you got to move forward.
You know how much Boston fans love you and adore you, and every time you're even available, it's rumored all the time about you going back there. How much of an attachment do you still feel to that city and that organization, and what's that level of communication been like over the years?
Man, the city, when I'm in Boston, it feels like I'm home because that love is it's so genuine and it happened so genuine. Like it wasn't forced. It was kind of like two people meeting, never seeing each other in a day in their life and then falling in love the first day. Like that's how it truly felt. And it still feels like that. Even when I go back to Boston or like you said, like social media, like everybody in there, everybody wants me to go back to Boston, especially the people of Boston. I went through a real life situation with those guys. It wasn't only just battling on the court. Like I felt like they went through that situation with my sister passing. They went through that with me. And we had so many cool moments in those 3 years I was there that like I would never forget. So, I have the utmost respect for the community of Boston, the city, the state, the people that helped me along the way in that organization. I can't thank them enough.
You getting traded to Cleveland, but for normal basketball fans, what was the business of basketball like for you that summer?
When I got traded, obviously I understood the business. I get it. How the trade went down, I was surprised about, which made me upset. Anybody in my situation anybody that's a human that got real feelings, would have felt the same way. Like I didn't think where I was at the level I was playing that I would be caught off guard by such a big trade. That's what hurt the most, because I felt like I had a relationship with, the people that make those decisions. And I felt like we were close enough to where, you could chop it up. You could talk to me about it or about what possibly could happen. That never happened. So I was upset about that. But then I was like, man, I get to play with LeBron James. I get to, compete for a championship. All I got to do is get healthy. So I was excited about the opportunity, but I was just still frustrated because I was hurt. And I always said, like, if I wasn't hurt at that point in time, I don't think the negativity about the trade and about how upset I was or whatever the case may be would have lasted as long, because I would have been playing and we would have moved on. I think it was hard for me and hard for anybody else to move on because I got traded and I didn't play till January.
Taking it back to you when you were in prep school, you would, I believe, go visit Jamal Crawford when he was playing with the Knicks. You spent weekends with him in New York, go to games. What was that experience like for you way back when, spending time with a great from Seattle, one of your friends?
And that was everything. Like, I met Jamal when I was 16. So since I was 16, I'm 32 now. Half my life I've known Jamal. We've talked every day since I met him, since I was 16. Like, that's my best friend when it comes to, life. That's one of my best friends. So I was low-key depressed. I went to an all-boys school in the middle of nowhere across the country in Connecticut. Like, when I think about it now, it helped me, it shaped me into the man I am today. Like, without prep school, obviously I wouldn't be where I am today. It's taught me a lot of things. So I can't thank, South Kent Prep School enough. And luckily, like you said, Jamal Crawford and Nate Robinson was on the Knicks at that time. So I would take the train up to Grand Central train station, go to New York, and stay the weekend with Jamal. And I was able to do that at least, every other weekend. So that made, Connecticut and that New York area feel like home, because I had somebody that I was familiar with. Crazy story is, Isaiah Thomas was the coach at that time. So, like, I would go to the arena and they would boo him because for whatever reason, they didn't like him. They were losing. My first game with the Sacramento Kings, when we played in Madison Square Garden, I get in the game. I touch the ball. They announced my name. I touch the ball. They start booing me every time. Every time I touch the ball, I'm like, I'm not the older Isaiah Thomas. I didn't do nothing to you guys. Like, so that, like, I got little memories like that. That I cherish forever because, like I said, Jamal Crawford, Jason Terry, those guys laid the foundation for me into becoming a pro and becoming the person, the player I am today. I wouldn't be that without those two guys. So I can't thank Jamal and Jason Terry enough for the things that they were able to do, to not just for my game, but for my mental and my professionalism and just knowing how to carry myself each and every day as an NBA player. Like, they taught me so much, and I'm forever grateful for those guys.